Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds, where today we're going to be playing Monster Puncher Wilds. So I got this Akuma armor set. I've got a weapon with high raw to increase its damage as much as I can. And yeah, we are here to punch monsters. I've also got investigations for all of the 8-star, 5-star tempered monsters that have been added. Oh, and would you look at that, the divas singing. Here we go. Let's get this lobby ID out there. All right. Always kind of bothers me how she disappears with a blinding flash of light as the sun rises. Anyway, what I have got going on here, if we look at my equipment info, yeah, I'm not using this axe. I'm using this axe. That's what I got going on. This armor set's got a lot of level 2 slots, which there isn't a lot of valuable stuff to put into. But hey, we got full earplugs, we got a bunch of evasion. It's not bad. Anyway, since this armor set does in fact have 20 points of fire res, I feel like starting with my favorite monster in this game is a good thing to do.
I'm counting on you.
Though it will be a shame to not actually use a cut weapon against New Udra. Doing only impact damage on something that has 6 severable parts is going to hurt me deep inside. But I think I can survive.
sure got here fast.
Now, as for whether or not I can beat a new Udra
By order of the guild.
using a, quote, weapon, end quote, that I am unfamiliar with, that remains to be seen, but see we shall. Need to remember my combos. I have learned how to reliably do Go Shoryuken, which that much is nice. I need to stop doing the Hadoken though.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Oh. Not using weapons. Too early. I've actually gotten an A rank on both of the arenas that they added. So I have put in some time practicing with Akuma. I didn't restock my items before this quest, did I? Nope, not the weapon. I really wish that was a real offset and not one of those, oh yeah, you offset the attack but didn't get a knockdown. Just a little late on that.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Yeah, come over here, buddy. A little closer. A little closer. There's what I wanted to see.
Moving to a new area.
Oh, this does nothing, but... No, not the weapon. A little early on that one. No, not the weapon.
Paralyzed. Go all out.
Nice para. Would have loved to see something. Words. Just got my Big Wasp revival. There I would have loved to see a proper offset instead of this thing going into all the everything. Oh hey, I actually failed to stop the pin from doing its damage that time, but it did basically nothing anyway, so it's fine. There's a temperate wound open. I will have to take advantage of that the next time I've got my drive impact. Oh. Every time you see me break out that weapon, it's because I'm trying to do a Shoryuken and failed the input.
Unrelenting. We'll just have to tough it out.
So I feel like I want to try and get a KO without the blunt pod before I use it. Mainly because
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
if I can, then the blunt pod will help me towards a second KO much better. I really didn't restock between hunts. That's not the type of mistake you should make when going against 8-star, 5-star tempered monsters. Nope. I can simplify the Shoryuken input by just doing my radial menu for it. But that doesn't feel as neat as doing the actual input. Okay, looks like that's not quite enough healing, but hey, we've got Dust of Life. That'll help.
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
Okay, what I need to do is instead of just directly chasing this guy down, I need to restock my healing supplies.
Mind if I hop on? Don't mind if I do.
I think part of why it's been so difficult to get a KO is his face is so high up. And the Raging Demon only gets a couple hits on the actual KO hit zone.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Walked into that. What a fool I was.
All right. Perfectly fluffy.
Hey there, Wolfkinson. It is going. I have no idea how well I'm actually doing here, but it is going. Turns out 8-star, 5-star tempered octopus. Not the best match for fists. Hard to get punches in on the actual stun zone. Oh, apparently I am almost there.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
I could capture it right now. Assuming I was somewhere where a trap was settable. So I guess that's how it's going. I did use my Vigor Wasp revival, but no carts.
This must be how the wind feels. I'll just hop on.
Then again, Akuma doesn't seem like the type who would capture a monster, does he? Nope. Forgot I didn't have assisted combo active. Yeah, fun fact about punching monsters. Your sharpness means nothing. So really, you just want to use whatever weapon has the highest raw. I don't know if the fists can crit. I do know that I've got my crit rate at 1%. I did not try and climb that. It just happened. I didn't even realize that was climbable. Yeah, the higher raw your weapon is, the more damage your fists do. And thus am I wielding the Guardian Doshagama axe.
Wow, what a view!
Big boy went far.
Wow, we sure got here fast.
Something tells me that if we are not using our weapon, we don't really have a very good wake-up option. Yeah, that wasn't great. Oh, not trying to use the weapon.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
A little too early on that one.
Hey, get out of there.
Just got my HP torn apart by attacks that barely even flinched me. Too early.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Really wish the Shoryuken would take me out of danger for a bit. A little too late on that one. I don't like that heroics activated when I actually got the offset. And not only the offset with the Raging Demon. Nope. Got him.
The weather is unrelenting. We'll just have to tough it out.
Sad that it didn't say KO, though. And also that I got him with just the light punch there. There is no doubt in my mind I would have done that faster if I was using a switch axe instead of fists, but hey, this is Monster Puncher. Also, Wolfkinson, you are more than welcome to join in punching monsters. If you don't have the Akuma armor set yet, we can work on getting it for you. It occurs to me I haven't checked the giant bird yet today. What have you got for me, bird? 2 excite shrooms, okay. Ah, away from your system. That would make it difficult to play. Today's barrel bomb rolling. All the medium targets are a little bit too spread out. It's going to be tough to get an A rank. It looks like it should be easy, but no, with everything that spread out, an A rank would not be easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, time to punch a different monster. We have punched New Udra. We have switch-axed Jindahad. So, let's punch a fish.
I'm counting on you. Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Yeah, Wilkinson, Monster Puncher is definitely an interesting variation of this game. And it's really cool that they decided to actually go this far with their Street Fighter collab this time instead of having it basically just be Akuma layered armor. Apparently I was way early there. At least with Uthduna here, I can probably expect to get a KO at some point because its face is so much more reachable.
Hey, get out of there!
Why'd I take so much damage even though I got the offset? Though it occurs to me that fighting New Udra with this... Do I really have good options for getting rid of its veil? Ouch. Like, am I gonna have to spend this entire hunt basically just punching exclusively its face? Because that's what it feels like right now. Oh, no, this does still get it. Just doesn't get it as fast as I'm used to. I wonder if that's because this is the 8-star version, or because these fists do less damage per hit than my switch axe. Probably a bit of both. Always fun when you knock a monster out of the air. Especially when it's not a flying monster. A little late on that one. I hate that I still take so much damage even though I get the offset. If I hadn't taken so much damage, despite getting the offset, I would not have guarded there.
Are you alright? Take a second to restock your supplies before heading out.
Also, I feel like Uthduna, well, I can hit the face, just in terms of its size and the fact that most of its hitboxes are full body, might be an even worse matchup for Monster Puncher than New Udra was.
You're not taking me down.
Also, this veil doesn't help things. The fact that I dodged through the tail slam but still took damage when my dodge ended is kinda sad.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Broke the head before I got a KO, despite doing purely impact damage. There's the KO. Ow. That slide into belly flop, is that new?
Hey, get out of there.
need my offsets to actually go off game.
The monster's exhausted.
A little early. That slide into belly flop is pretty dangerous. I really wish that there was a follow-up, like, at all, for when we got the offset. Because it'd make it feel less worthless when we get the knockback and not an actual raging demon. Because like that, I still take damage. The monster doesn't even necessarily get knocked back. There's no follow-up at all. Switch axe, at least, if you get an offset, you still get to follow it up. An offset with no follow-up just feels worthless. Wow, I got smushed. Though I actually, you know what, while we're here, I should restock. Because I am running low on healing supplies. We do still have one more cart we can use because we had insurance. Hopefully I won't have to use it though. I don't like that it got paralyzed without me there. And now the veil is back. Ow! Seriously, that claw swipe did half my health? No. Nice.
inbound. Look out.
Cannot offset belly flops. At least not the big jumpy belly flops. I do have one minor annoyance with playing Akuma this whole time. It's the frequency with which I hear the word decimate. Because if you want to do a short... Ugh. Seriously, that slide into belly flop is dangerous. If you want to do a Shoryuken, you have to do it following one of the 3 finishers. Being either this Hadoken, or the thing where he says decimate. And that one's the most useful because, like, it's a bunch of quick attacks that do decent damage. Or you can also follow the Zankukyaku, which is also decent damage and fairly quick, but it's got forward momentum to it. So yeah, the one where he says decimate is simply just the best part of his combo, so you hear it constantly. Tired fish. Got stuck on an invisible wall and almost completely flattened. Nice para. I need health. And then I need to get back to my stupid attacking item. There we go. I wish I had taken the time to put my punchy item next to the healing items that I'm most likely to need at a moment's notice that aren't on my bar, or on my rating menu rather. Like, put it next to my max potions. That's what I should have done. Because now if I need to urgently heal, it takes a while to get back to being able to do damage. Nope, not the weapon. Seriously, I got a sneak attack prompt? How? I saw a sneak attack prompt on the screen. Like, how? I've been punching this thing constantly. Ooh, we love Pierce pods. These Pierce pods, by the looks of things, are like 4 combos worth of damage. No, not the weapon. Did I see a wound somewhere? No, it doesn't look like it. Let me get into the Vigor Wasp cloud. There we go.
This way to the shock trap. Monster's exhausted.
Cool, it's great that it's exhausted. Now let it be exhausted in the shock trap, please. Please don't leave the area. Stop going that direction. Please go through the shock trap. Yeah, nope. That is not through the shock trap. But you know what? If I follow it... Yes, it is going through the water, which means we'll get to smack it with rocks for some pretty big damage. And the cat should put the shock trap back down when we're in the next area. Casual 2k damage. This thing didn't seem to be aware of my presence. There we go. Exhausted in a trap.
Look out!
Ooh, we're about to get a wound on that right hand. I hate that I still take so much damage even when I get the offset. Especially because when you offset with this, you cannot be out of range of the attack that triggered it. Like a switch axe, you can offset things that are at least kind of far away because the switch axe has reach. When you're stuck in melee, you don't have that luxury. I just tried to use my typical radial menu shortcut for whatever the most usable restorative item is. Status restoring item. Yeah, I don't have that on this radial menu. Gotta pop that wound. There we go. Hey, it's cap time, and since I've carded 3 times, I'm gonna go ahead and make use of cap time. I know Akuma is not generally about capture, more about kill, but still. I would much rather safely clear the quest. Against New Udra, we went for the kill because there I had no carts instead of 3 carts on the docket.
Akuma wins.
And see, it still says Akuma wins, so we're good. Imagine if in Street Fighter you could put down a trap and then capture your opponent when they got to 15% health. I don't imagine it would actually change the game very much, considering 15% health goes away pretty quickly in Street Fighter from what I remember. And we had 58 seconds left on our food buff. So, we're getting it back. More Defender High, more insurance. Let's restock our items. There. Putting the stuff that I have to use from my bar closer to the fist.
Yeah.
All right, later, Wolfkinson. Thanks for dropping by. And now for 8-star, 5-star Tempered Ray Dow.
Quest accepted.
Calm the mind and focus.
Just give me a sec. There we go. It's kind of hot here. Needed to get my fan pointed at me instead of just oscillating. And off we go to punch a railgun, who has fewer full body hitboxes, so I imagine this will probably be at least a somewhat better matchup than Uthduna. Then again, there's fewer attacks that are offsettable.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
And I don't think we exactly have the best reach for when it's in the air either.
There. That's our target.
Bullying a Chematrice. Oh, he got flinched by something else. So I didn't get to take advantage of his face weak point after those railguns.
Look out!
Having him go so exclusively for my cat is not helping my cause here. The fact that he opens his face up for this pretty frequently is very much going to help. Also, I saw some crits in there, so the fist absolutely can crit. And because it can crit, that means there's definitely better options than this switch axe. I've actually heard some people like to use the Chemistry's dual blades because they've got focus, a high amount of raw, and positive affinity. Because, like, this axe has focus, a lot of raw, and only slightly negative affinity. But if I could get some positive affinity, that would probably help my damage a lot more than the 10 raw. And we want focus because it helps charge drive impact faster. And drive impact is important for doing things like this.
Got it on the ground.
Can't help but notice that I'm not hearing the KO damage noises when I'm doing Raging Demon on this guy. Do you need to hit the horns to have it count as KO damage, and he's hitting its nose instead? Ow.
You okay? Nothing broken?
You going, buddy? Not gonna get to use those vines we knocked down. Ow.
Leave this to me. Heels and back.
We've got a wound on his face. Looks like his tempered wounds are on his right wing and his left, or right leg. Which means we're probably not really going to get to take advantage of those.
Lightning has the map top. Die a thousand days.
Another monster's horning in.
That thing also going to get its face caved in. Sure is. Ow.
I'm about to plunder some wonder. All right. Let's cleanse that status.
So easy to just take advantage of this every time he shows it to me. It's great.
Looks like it's moving to a new area. Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I really should try to get more offsets. Because not getting offsets feels like it's at least somewhat wasting the potential of my drive impact. Like, it's not like I'm not getting a lot of use out of drive impact. Nice, second KO. I am getting a lot of use out of drive impact thanks to these, but still. Did I hear a wound about to develop? I did. I know I've carded, but I feel like Ray Dow here is probably the best match so far for Akuma. Just the amount of value we get out of Drive Impact here is not to be overstated. Plus, just like when you're hammering him, the hit zone for doing KO damage is nice and big and soft. No, not trying to use the weapon. Yeah, Ray Dow feels like a really good matchup for this. Just like he feels for every impact weapon. Love that I knocked him out of the air with that. Don't love that I took that hit.
Bigger wasp for you.
This Ray Dow has had his face punched so many times. Ooh, that's a tempered wound open on the wing.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Problem is, we need to get the wing where we can hit it. There we go.
Go on the abyss.
Oh, nice. That exploded a bit bigger than I expected. Thank you, Divine Blessing. That was a one-shot. And that was just plain rude because I had no recourse. I was mashing the dodge button.
You okay? Nothing broken?
Oh, looks like we're wasting some duration on this mantle. But oh well. Please stay right there. Please stay right there. Please stay right there. Nice. Oh, I see skull. But we're only one real cart in. Very rude that that actually hit me.
Die a thousand deaths.
Was trying to get the evasion mantle dodge there, but I guess I was a little too early.
Leave this to me.
If I cart again, I'll capture it. No, not the weapon. I feel like that should have been the offset, considering that the damage hit it right as it hit me.
Die a thousand deaths.
I don't like when I miss. When I miss what would have absolutely been an offset.
Use it to find the monster.
Oh, not the weapon. Got him with the Shoryuken.
Well, that one.
All right, there's exactly one more new 8-star, 5-star monster I have yet to fight.
Akuma, win.
2 that I haven't fought in Monster Puncher mode. But 1 that I haven't done at all. And boy, is it intimidating. And since we lost our insurance, I am absolutely going to eat another meal. just to get insurance back. Tempered Gormagalas are intimidating even when you're using a weapon you're familiar with. So this is gonna be rough. I will not be surprised in the slightest if I cart. Or if I fail, rather.
I'm counting on you.
Wow, you got here fast. Yikes! Yikes! Those could come in handy on a hunt.
Okay, so we've got tempered wounds on back right leg and left wing.
Hey, get out of there!
I know I've been deliberately avoiding weapon use, but considering there's spikes in this area and those only do anything for me if I get a mount, I kind of want to get a mount. Just get every advantage I can. And I will only be using weaponry for the purpose of getting this mount. I wonder if the game will let this guy smack himself on other spikes. Guess not. At least not that time.
Die a thousand deaths.
Leave this to me. Heels
Wow.
back.
Not even a stagger during that? Of note, we're going to have a long fight ahead of us. And the reason I say that is that I have seen the numbers on this guy's HP before. Apparently, Tempered Gormagala, or 8-star, 5-star Tempered Gormagala is... his max HP is enormous. The minimum roll for his max HP is apparently over 50k. And when we land a punch on his face, we're doing 40. So, you know, just over 1,000 hits to land in order to get this guy down. But hey,
Take a second to restock your supplies.
you know what Akuma says, every punch 1,000, 1,000 for every punch or whatever. AC finally kicked on. Gotta close the window, there we go. That was a literal one-shot. I tried to offset it, but I was a little too early. Alright, so, I'm allowed to cart one more time without failing. But when this guy's got literal one-shots up in there, I don't like my chances. Not this early on.
Down.
In fact, let's go ahead and start using
Right on target.
traps and stuff.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
I set a trap.
Power up. Activate.
I got the offset, but still took half my health and damage. The fact that I have become frenzied certainly is not helping. Oh, I was misreading where he was going there. My thing didn't go off. You saw me using it. You saw me flick my stick to the right on the radial menu there. It just didn't happen. Well, no carts left. I'm pretty sure I've already failed this quest at this point. But we still try.
We go.
Again, got the offset, lost half my health. This guy hits way too hard to be using a weapon I'm not familiar with. Or not used to, rather. I'd say I am familiar with it at this point. Dude just forgot I was here. Is that how little of a threat I am to you? And one shot. Right before he got parried. Yeah, I'm not surprised I failed that one. Not surprised in the slightest. And honestly, considering I did a 5-star Jindahad yesterday, I didn't punch it. But I did cart a couple times using a switch axe. And given that it's Jindahad, I don't imagine it would be the best matchup for Monster Puncher. If I was in multi, I'd go for it in a heartbeat, but solo, I think not. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a stream here. I've had my fun playing Monster Puncher. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Thanks folks for dropping by to watch and chat and all that, and I will be back on Tuesday with some Pokemon Heart Gold. See you then, friends. I said Heart Gold, I meant Soul Silver. Still, Tuesday. See you then, friends.